The Amish guys. By the way, they stole my fucking joke. Like it was like their fucking joke originally. Oh, fat Amish. I bet you it was fucking Gonzo. Because what Gonzo fucking does. He's probably one of these guys who is also Gorilla Bacon or some shit. Pretends like he isn't. That's why I don't want to go in this shitty fucking. I don't want to do a fucking podcast on your network, dude. I don't give a shit how much you pay me. It's more about principle. I'm not bringing fucking. I'm not bringing interest into your fucking stupid, shitty fucking podcast network. Especially when you guys constantly trash me and you guys constantly show off how much you guys are fucking watching me. Oh, I have private Hanzi Cam to get Gorilla Bacon to give you the IP and all that type of shit. And the fact that it could be people I know or it could be fucking just stern trolls fucking with me and constantly setting my fucking mind, in a constant fear of paranoia all the time. It's really fucking disturbing. But I guess that's what fucking happens when, the leader that they're serving is partly responsible for 9/11 in a sense, right? In my opinion, by the way, I have no fucking facts to back it up, but just listening to the replay on how he basically perpetuated fucking Muslim hatred, and he helped fucking bring in no nuking the fucking and under the perfect guise because when you actually like when you think about regular people and what their reaction was like yeah let's get these people back for what they did to us, right? Of course people are gonna fucking think like that, right? Some people might think like that, but when it's perpetuated by someone who knows beforehand that he needs to set this fucking agenda up, then it shows how much fucking propaganda you put out there. And I guess that must fucking I want to say it must harm, it must fucking eat at Howard constantly that he had to serve that type of agenda, right? But let's be real, he's a soulless individual and his loyalty only goes to fucking Israel. So now they have, see, look, all the people left because the comments aren't on. So now what they're gonna do, now they're gonna fucking post this again, fuck up the title and whatever else, and then they're gonna pretend like they actually gave a shit. They pretend like they actually give a shit about fucking my mental health, or then some of them will actually just be cold, and then they'll make fucking references to the hidden cameras in my room and my house and all that type of shit and how somebody has the access. And again, a lot of these fucking media outlets don't even want to cover it, which is fucking scary. Which just shows you that even if you're in a media outlet and you tend to go for the truth, you're not really going for the truth, even if you're independent media. Because if you're if you're a real journalist, you would be covering how fucking these people are being cyberbullied constantly by a fucking group of people. And it's funny, I also hear wrestlers and all that type of shit who kind of always pretend to be like these woke fucking people as well, and they pretend to be like these independent thinkers, yet they still serve McMahon and defend his fucking bullshit as well. And then then they go off on fucking people who need safe spaces when these motherfuckers are the ones who are fucking coddled fucking millionaires in their fucking mansions and all that bullshit, and they still fucking need to be in their safe spaces to fuck with other people and stuff like that. It's just funny how that fucking shit works, really. They fucking accuse you of being a pussy, yet they're the ones who are the biggest fucking pussies in the world, who fucking hide behind their fake fucking accounts because they can't fucking do it like a man in front of you. They'll never fucking admit what they have fucking done. They'll get on camera and confess a little. Oh, I may have done something. I may have lied about certain things, and I had to lie about them. Yeah, what'd you have to lie about? Then stop being some fucking woke. Then keep your mouth shut. Stop being some fucking woke fucking individual. When you help fucking perpetuate this as well. Whether you work in the entertainment industry, wrestling industry, sports industry, politics, whether you work in the media. You guys are all fucking complicit in fucking this. I've been coming out and saying that these people are fucking harassing me, and you tell me it's all in my fucking head. And then they can constantly fucking, show it off. Even when I'm writing in my personal fucking journals, these people come at me and fuck with me more and more. And then trust me, they'll post about this again because that's all these guys fucking do. Because they have nothing else better to fucking do than fucking to post about it. And I guess with the fucking comments closed, they're gonna do it. They're asking for topless handsy pictures. Like, who would ask for it? First of all, they're not interested in topless handsy pictures. They're alluding to that there are topless handsy pictures, and I knew that when I went to my fucking friend's fucking bachelor party in the beach or whatever, and I had my shirt off, whatever. I didn't really give a fuck. I knew I was overly fucking fat over on my medication. The medication and the fucking bad eating has fucking really made me fucking balloon up even more than usual. But so I knew that this picture is being taken. So if this picture is being taken, I know which of these fucking supposed friends helped organize that as well. And again, you guys are like, I have the handsy cam and I see his topless pictures. It's disgusting. Then why are you watching my fucking camera then? Why would you be watching it if it's disgusting? Because you guys get off on that type of shit. Just like how Shuli gets off on fucking High Pitch Eric fucking Jeff the Drunk jerking off to something. Because Shuli's a fucking deprived piece of shit. I don't understand why he's a parent. Who's this laugh out loud handsy guy? Should block him. And then, you guys ruined your chance at fucking having the comments on, eh? You guys really ruined it. If I'm gonna put the comments on, it's probably gonna be on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. That's the one I'll go to. And nobody follows me on Instagram, really. I have like 1,500 fucking followers there, so it doesn't fucking matter there. Because most of you don't even know the name. I mean, you guys can easily find it. It's not that it's hard to find it. But it's these people stalk whatever you fucking do anyways, constantly. These people have no accountability for anything that they fucking do, and yet they constantly harass you about your accountability for the shit that I'm claiming, right? Go fuck yourself. But I'm not gonna do a podcast on Gonzo's network or any of those networks with pod trash or anything like that, because I don't need to be giving them credibility by doing a podcast on their network. I don't really give a fuck. Gonzo's funded by fucking Stern. Trust me, Gonzo's one of the most untalented, least interesting fucking people on this fucking planet, and somehow he's like gotten a chance to fucking hang with all these people and all that type of shit. And I'm guaranteed I'm gonna put my prediction there that Howard is really a Trump supporter, and I can almost bet that Michael Rappaport is also someone that will end up fucking pretending like he wasn't a Trump supporter, but he'll end up being one as well. Apparently, you know what I mean? Because he knows the inside. He knows the inside scoop. Unless he doesn't approve of what's going on and he just wants to hang out. Because who knows if Gary? Because Gary isn't one. I know Gary isn't a Trump supporter. That's why he was kind of the one who was kind of speaking out against it a little bit, and then Sal had a fucking just look at the reaction. Everything is planted on here, right? So let's look at the reaction, because Sal doesn't speak for himself. So let's look at the election thing. Just look. A lot of it's fucking how acting, especially how Ronnie and Sal fucking act.
First of all, Donald Trump said now all the votes are counted, but he's hit over 270 electoral college votes. Aside from the Trump victory, recreational marijuana
will lose their jobs.
Yeah, well, good. And still, I believe, right, guys?
Correct.
Well, I mean, but now you have to go to different states in order to smoke.
Medical marijuana, however, approved in Arkansas, Florida, and North Dakota. And what I consider a big boost, doctor-assisted suicide approved in Colorado.
Yes.
Now legal in 5 states, including Oregon, Washington, Vermont, and California. Thank God. I mean, we allow dogs and cats to be put out of their misery.
Deaths, yeah.
Well, I will report a couple of things. First of all, Mr. President, tell us who's on the show today.
Yo soy el presidente Trump, and you're listening to the Howard Stern Show with today's guest, Sting. Adios, amigos.
Right.
Oh, is that like a first inkling of policy?
Well, first of all, absolutely. I mean, I think if you're here illegally, I think you ought to just pack your bags and get the fuck out of the country. That's number one.
Oh, dear.
Oh, here's a fact. Hillary Clinton is currently ahead in the popular vote. Isn't that wild?
But that happens all the time.
Yeah, she's actually ahead in the popular vote. So,
We have this thing called the Electoral College.
We sure do. And ironically, before I get to everything that's going around, I don't know what his anniversary is. I guess about 2 years ago, I'm guessing. He made a bet with Mehmet. Mehmet would have to shave his head how did the bet go?
It was 40 states.
40 states. Brent would. We had that all lined.
Just look how defensive Sal gets.
What a stupid bet. I mean, my goodness.
You wonder now, will Trump
say it because he then would deny. Yes. Does he drain the... No, Drain the Swamp was about Washington, that they were going to change the system.
I'm talking about very specific things. Will he...
My goal is to get all of you out of here. I hope you guys are bored with this. This is on you guys for coming in here.
Round up illegal aliens. Will he, from day one, go to war with ISIS and knock the shit out of them? This is all the stuff I'm waiting to see. And will Melania walk around in White House like in hot outfits like a bikini, or will she become very conservative?
She will become very conservative. Her first lady outfit, I noticed last night, but not showing any skin.
Do you think there's any discussion of whether Trump is allowed to do our show anymore?
Absolutely, and the answer is...
No, you guys, this is, by the way, anything that I say in this Periscope is all prediction. Is nothing that's confirmed. Nothing I know for a fact. This is just my assumption. No, Trump isn't going to go on your show, Howard, because, see, you guys made a deal, right? You said, see, I have to make it look like I'm a liberal. And even though I, support social issues liberally, whatever, which is the biggest con, by the way, of one of these showbiz type of fucking liberals. I mean, there are actual real liberals who are actually limited in what they can say, but then there's people like Howard, who's always had a conservative type of fucking attitude, and still claims he's for gay marriage and he's for fucking legalizing drugs, and he claims he's for universal health care. That could all be a lie, by the way, but just because he claims these things doesn't mean it's fucking true. And it doesn't mean, it doesn't, just because he represents that aspect of being liberal, doesn't mean he isn't. Fiscally, he's fucking conservative. And people will say, well, that doesn't really matter, right? No, actually being fiscally conservative is actually more racist than actually just fucking saying these, being socially fucking liberal with that type of shit. So,
No.
He did every show. When he was running for office, he did every show.
Oh, no, so what I was saying was, no, because he won't do the show because you told him that you have to make it look like you're against him. But, like, not totally against him in that you're going to continuously badmouth him. You're going to make it leak out that, you're supporting Hillary. You're going to make it look like you're supporting fucking Hillary, which, by the way, is still a shitty fucking support. But I guess it's better than supporting Donald fucking Trump. Even though I'm still not fucking sure, because we still would have been the same boat with fucking Hillary in fucking office, in my opinion. We probably wouldn't have been as, with all these these things coming to the forefront with attacking fucking, the NFL players, and, ending the Dreamers thing and all that bullshit, like, obviously, but it still would have been chaos with Hillary in fucking office, and the fact that people still don't fucking see that, it's mind-boggling. But okay, fine. On the surface, she was the better fucking candidate in that shit, even though she wouldn't have been the better fucking candidate. And there's many fucking people who would tell you why she wouldn't have been. But anyway, I guess it's supposed to represent that people, that because on the surface, it's supposed to represent Donald Trump as the representation of what's evil, how he's out about on the surface, whatever. So even if you don't support Hillary, like you don't support Hillary 100%, voting for Hillary I can understand that. I can understand that you go, okay, well, I'm not gonna throw my vote to someone who's openly this fucking ignorant and fucking racist and all that bullshit. But still, yeah, I just okay. Well, anyways, but that's why Trump won't come into your fucking show, or because you guys agreed. You have to make Howard look like he's a liberal, and at the same time, while looking like a quote-unquote liberal, he has to represent all the negative fucking the negative aspects of the reputation of what conservatives see a liberal as. So making his show PC. See, it's funny that a lot of these Stern fans, they started becoming anti-Stern, even though they're not really anti-Stern. It's just he's gone PC, because you know why they're doing that? Because these same people who are anti-Stern right now for being quote-unquote PC, when it's revealed that he is a Trump supporter, they're gonna fucking go right back into him. They go, oh my god, he was a man of the people the whole fucking time, even though Trump's not a man of the people. They fucking fooled you, because see, they made you think that all this counterculture shit in the 90s, which seemed cool back in the day, is not fucking cool anymore. And it's showing you that what's it called, it's always been in corporate interest to have people become cynical with race, and they make it seem like, oh, don't say anything about black people because you might hurt their or you might say something about Muslims, you might hurt their feelings. They present it in that fashion, so you think you're being an edgelord for fucking saying fuck these towelheads, we need to fucking bomb all these fucking Muslims and all that shit. It's their tactics. And these people fall for it. These people care more about when someone says the N-word, which I'm not saying you shouldn't care about, but it's their tactics that are fucking upgraded, and people think because they address race in some fucking fashion, or address fucking imperialistic policies in some type of fashion, that they're fucking actual liberal. They're not really liberal.
But ours.
Yeah. So did Hillary. I mean, she wound up in some crazy places.
Yeah, I know. And one thing is clear, both candidates agreed not to be on our show.
We bring people together. That is the one thing you can say.
Yes. Some people are advocating that he appoint me to the Supreme Court. I don't want to be on the Supreme Court.
You really are, though.
I have a list of winners and losers.
Go ahead.
Okay, winners, Scott Baio.
You know what it's going to be? This is how I think it's going to play out. It's going to play out like a wrestling storyline. It's going to play out like Howard tried to get liberal acceptance, and he tried to fucking get ratings for AGT, and because his ratings weren't good, and he kind of got fucking, kicked to the curb. That's kind of the narrative that, it's supposed to be, while Howard denies it. Howard fucking wanted to get revenge on all these fucking liberals who didn't accept him, even though he tried to change or something like that, and he's gonna end up fucking being a guy who fucking was supporting Trump this whole time. But even though it's all wrestling, even though Stern or Trump in actual reality could actually be on the good side, they have to play the villains in this particular thing, so we need to get rid of them. Even though the evil's still gonna exist, even if we get rid of fucking Trump. You know what I mean? But the way Stern's playing it, there's layers to all this shit, in my opinion, by the way. And I don't have facts, and that's why I'm in my mom's basement, because I don't have facts, and I don't have fucking knowledge about anything, so you don't have to believe a word I fucking say. None of you should believe a word I say. I'm one of the least credible fucking people on the planet. The disclaimers are out there, buddy. The disclaimers are fucking out there. I'm one of the most discredited fucking people. I'm mentally ill. They cover everything, you know, the mentally ill and all that. I'm not making much sense. I have to fucking do it in a way where it doesn't make much sense, and I'm rambling on and on and on, so you don't take me fucking seriously, because that's the whole theatrics of everything. What's it called? We can just talk about truthful shit, which might not even be truthful, because, you know, I'm discredited, right? So none of it's fucking truthful, and then, you know, I can just say it's entertainment. I don't know for a fact. And anyways, anything that I say, I don't know for a fact. Oh look, Jimmer Nam's here. I guarantee you he's one of those fucking assholes. He's kept his mouth shut on Facebook. I honestly think you're one of those fucking guys that harass me on Periscope and Reddit and all that too, Jim Burnham. I don't trust you at all. I don't give a shit about your stupid fucking show. Stop fucking talking to me like we're fucking friends. I don't trust any of you. You're another one of these assholes who are putting out that affirmative action bullshit, trying to make it seem like Howard's being fucking PC, and that's the narrative of the whole fucking thing. That's why you attack that Rashawn guy on the fucking show, who was basically put there to actually make it seem like Howard's actually being going with all the corporate PC shit. Like, oh, we got someone from affirmative action, yet you have no fucking qualms about all the fucking Jewish fucking guys he hired, who are the least talented fucking people on that show, and he gave them fucking jobs because of that privilege, right? But you don't call affirmative action on that one. That one you don't fucking call affirmative action on, right? It's only when it's the black guy who's doing it, because a bunch of you Stern fans are a bunch of fucking racist pieces of shit.
Scott Baio now is probably going to be in the Trump. He's probably going to be an ambassador to. Where's Fonzie from? Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Scott Baio will be an ambassador to Italy. By the way, celebrities who said they would leave the country if Trump won: Cher, Bryan Cranston, Lena Dunham, Amy Schumer, Chelsea Handler, and Barbara Streisand will be leaving the country.
Well, do you know that a website about Canadian immigration crashed last night? So they must have all been on it.
Hey, Brett, let's talk about, before you read that, Red for the Blood, are you the type when Rich... how do you explain this complete loss? You
weren't even close.
Yeah, that's right. I was first. So here's the story. I just looked at the New York Times has the demographic breakdown.
Right. By the way, I didn't even get my paper this morning. Are all the papers late?
They must be, because I didn't see any.
Mine aren't here either.
Yeah, I didn't see the Daily News, and the Daily News was very vocally secure. The New York Post was very much behind Trump.
The cover of the Daily News has the American flag upside down, which is a sign of distress. It says House of Horrors on the cover of the Daily News.
Right.
But here's the most mind-boggling stat of them all.
Go ahead.
29% of Latinos voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is more than Romney got.
Right. With many black people, with Ronnie and I said, well, anyone want to?
Is that this real working?
I'm trying to find out when
Ronnie called, who will be calling in, and Bobo.
But
Greg,
time to try a businessman, see what happens.
Right.
Well, I've spoken.
The Pete. There you go.
What can I say?
What can I say?
What can you say? You just said that.
Grab him by the pussy.
Ronnie, what happened last night? Why did Trump win?
Keep in mind that even though Howard acts like he doesn't agree with fucking some people, when he wants his view pushed, he gets his staff to do it. So you better believe, even though they claim he's a liberal, right? If they were all fucking quote unquote liberal or going to the Democratic side, Sal and Richard and all them, they would have voted fucking for Hillary if that were the fucking case. They would have, Ronnie especially. Look at Ronnie's argument. And by the way, anything that Ronnie's ever said, Howard approves of it. Howard fucking, approves of all the fucking shit, especially when it's something like political, like this type of shit. He supports this. That's why he allows it on. He can just play advocate and say, "Oh no, I don't support this. Oh, this is bullshit," right?
You seem to know.
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken.
That's right.
What do the people say?
And they're sick of crooked politicians. It's time to try a businessman. See what happens.
Right. In other words, a businessman who has to make things happen on a daily.
That argument also is so stupid as well. Even though Trump was never a politician, that's always been one of my fucking faux pas with fucking when people would go, well, he's not a politician, he's a celebrity. If you're a celebrity, you're a politician. You politic your success. That's kind of, it's not just talent, it's politics. So even if Trump was, let's say, wasn't the typical politician, he's still you're a businessman, you still play politics as a businessman. He's still a fucking politician. I never understood when people were fucking going on about that type of shit, because he convinced you that because he runs businesses that all of a sudden he wasn't some politician. No, being bankrupt that fucking many times and then still getting more and more chances to fucking be a prominent fucking figure in society, that's the definition of fucking politics, of how you fucking get to that level again. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Right.
I see.
Well, I hope he succeeds.
I do too.
I really do.
Absolutely.
Like, he's the president of our country, and whether I agree or disagree, I really hope
Fuck
he
you, Brent.
succeeds. And congratulations to your whole.
What are you most excited about now that Trump is in?
What do you want him to do first?
Yeah, what do you want him to do first?
Grab him by the pussy.
Grab him by the pussy? No, come on, seriously. What do you want first?
Just to get the economy back to, a decent shape.
All right.
See, Ryan doesn't even know.
Months of straight job growth is not a good shape for the economy. No, please.
I don't want to get into politics with you,
how's
because
the-
obviously you don't know anything.
That's right. He's getting his pubes wet.
Any chance Trump will appoint you Secretary of Pussy?
Maybe. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. Boy, I wish Trump would let me see. My dream in life is.
You know why Ronnie can't answer? He's supposed to look like a typical Trump supporter, right? He doesn't know. Because Ronnie was, in my opinion, told to vote for fucking Trump. So now he has to pretend like he fucking actually gives a fuck. Watch Sal's... Anything that Sal does, Howard approves of as well. Everything with Sal... When Sal got hired, right, from the Stern Show, right? Stern knew that, okay, he hired fans to be... And if you look at Sal prior to when he got hired, he showed a lot more intelligence. He showed way more, ballsiness when he was, on, and all of a sudden he became the example of him and Richard became the examples of fans that were hired, who act inappropriate, and Howard doesn't approve of it. Like, because Howard's trying to go off on a new fucking, on a new image or whatever, right? So Sal was supposed to be that inappropriate guy that crosses a line that Howard doesn't fucking like. And trust me, if Sal was doing anything that Howard didn't like, Sal would not be on the fucking show. Howard would not fucking have him on. Howard didn't care when Sal made fun of Beth, because Howard probably doesn't even like Beth himself, in my opinion. And so whenever you make fun of... Trust me, if Howard didn't like the things that you said about his kids or his wife, he would find a way to fucking censor that on the internet as well. You see what I mean? So he gives you this illusion that people are attacking his kids, even though he approves of that type of shit. Because he doesn't really have love for his fucking... He might have love for his kids, but, he allows those attacks to go on because he doesn't want to fucking be able to say them. That's why he allowed Sal to fucking say the stuff that Sal did. Sal would have been fired if Howard was really angry about the wife thing. And that whole bullshit about Sal not being invited to Howard's wedding, that was another bullshit fucking story they concocted. Sal was there. They couldn't fucking say it. They pretend like that. Sal knows where his bread is buttered. He wouldn't disrespect Howard if it really pissed him off. You know what I mean?
To go look at this Camp David.
That might have slipped through your fingers.
Yeah,
Oh, it's unbelievable. I've
I bet it's because there's a reason why they don't show us pictures of it because
there would be a revolution in the country.
If Trump actually stays there, that means it's incredible because
Ronnie,
he gets to stay at Mar-a-Lago.
I'll give him a call, see if I can make that happen for you.
Ronnie, what do you think is going to happen with Melania? Will she get conservative in dressing, or will she show titty and show a lot of leg? Will she become the first hot first lady, or will she go conservative?
I think kind of it'll be like Robin said. She'll be wearing glamorous things, but not too, revealing.
I see. That's a disappointment on everyone's mind, right?
Yeah,
even Trump's probably.
And now he's got this different image now. And
who do you think becomes Attorney General? I say Giuliani.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Giuliani is Attorney General.
Or Christie.
Yeah,
Christie couldn't pass Senate confirmation.
Yeah, I think Christie's got a problem, but Christie was a prosecutor just like Giuliani was.
Right.
But I think that Christie will be chief of staff.
Yeah, because he's the head of the transition team.
That's right.
And
he played it right. Everyone was goofing on him.
Yeah.
He's stuck by Trump, and now he's got a political future.
Everyone was goofing on him.
Right.
Trump was goofing on him.
Right.
Giuliani went to the mat for Trump, so
what are the odds of the Statue of Liberty taking him down, blown up?
Yeah, she's going to show titty.
she better show some titty.
A nude Statue of Liberty.
Right. So, Ronnie, your thing this morning is you're running around in the halls yelling, grab him by the
No,
pussy?
I just me and Sal goof on.
You and Sal. Now, what about Sal? Is he...
He's all thrilled.
Yeah.
Of course,
Will
Sal.
you be happy when Brent gets his waxed pubes done on the air?
Whatever.
Well, you don't care about Brent.
Nah, it's whatever.
Right. Yeah.
He made a bet, and I guess he's got to live up to it.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
I lost. Congratulations to Ronnie and Sal.
What about
and the
Ted
whole-
Nugent?
Mamet?
Wait a minute, you're taking my list.
What? Ted Nugent could be Surgeon General. Sal, your guy one. Is this mean now in your neighborhood? Watch out, terrorists. Am I correct?
All those neighbors you don't like.
No, his neighborhood's very nice.
My neighborhood is fine. God bless those people.
David Baldwin, Secretary of State, or
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
What do you have? What is your hope now? What is
Well, my
your
hope
thing?
now is
Yes.
that condescending idiots, and I mean this is not shtick, like Gary.
Yeah, who took me out in the hall the other day and gave me a fucking lecture after I came off the air.
Gary Dell'Abate.
So I guess Gary's going to be the representation of someone who didn't want to vote for Trump, and that's why Gary's kind of on the outs in this storyline. That because Marcy Turk took over his job, whatever, right? So Gary, is the one who's supposed to be the liberal guy, of course, in this. So I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I would be shocked if Gary also ended up being a Trump supporter as well. But you see the way that they're throwing Gary under the bus right now, it shows you that Gary probably didn't support this, and they're baiting him. They're baiting him out for. They're beating him up because he was trying to get people trying to get them not to vote for Trump, I guess.
Yeah. Come in here and hold on. You can eat crow, Gary, because you dismissed over 70% of America when you asked Howard Stern, do you think less of Ronnie Munn because he's voting for a Republican? That was such a condescending, disgusting, elitist statement that came out of your atrocious, garbage-filled, fucking green sewer mouth, Gary. Come in here, Gary, and kiss my ass.
Sal, I feel you feel very empowered now.
No, you know why?
This is your man.
You know what? Gary, I was a gentleman.
70%.
It doesn't matter. He won. Do the numbers. Howard, I was like you. You were a gentleman. You said who wins, wins. You had your
That's
thoughts.
right.
You never took sides.
Listen,
You never...
Howard never took sides. He did take sides. He did, and you see how Sal fucking acts. He acts, even though there is like a elitist side with the Democratic side, they make it seem like that's like the liberal side of being. That's like what represents what a liberal is, because some of the Democrats might be elitist in some fucking ways, but they convinced the fucking they convinced the guys like Sal that Republicans like fucking Trump and all that are gonna fucking actually give a fuck about you when they really don't give a fuck about you,
Is the president? I root for Trump because I'm an American.
Yes!
You have to.
Yes!
You have to.
Stand beside her and guide her. And if you don't like it, hop on a plane to Canada and get the fuck out of here.
Of course.
You can have a heart attack.
You don't have
Put
to
him
get
in
hot
a
about it.
chicken coop and blow him up.
see, more hair just fell out of your head.
And let me tell you something, Gary. That's the difference. You showed your true colors. I never called anybody an idiot or a moron or stupid. I never said that. I never knocked the opposition. Gary did.
Gary's Cheerios are soaked with tears.
Did I ever use any of those words to you?
Yes. When you said Howard, you said it. You implied it all. When you said Howard, you think lesser of Ronnie Munn, an American.
You put more words in. But can I tell you what I talked to Ronnie about? Because this is really funny.
See, Sal's such a fucking
Putting
idiot.
politics aside, I just don't want you to sound idiotic.
Whatever, Gary. It doesn't matter. It's not your fucking job to do that.
Who are you, Gary, to tell him not to sound idiotic? You lost. You lost, bully. You lost because you're an idiot.
These are some sore winners, man.
No, we're not sore. We're happy. We love this country. You're sore.
Why are you angry?
I'm angry because he talked.
I'm angry because Howard, you told me in a private meeting to fucking shit on Gary about it. That's why I'm angry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about in this matter. I'm just coming here regurgitating the fucking same fucking talking points that the right wing have astroturfed online and have claimed about fucking liberals in Hollywood and all that bullshit, and because we actually pretend like we give a fuck about the workers who seem like even though we say we give a fuck about the workers, even though we're the real elitist who fucking, put under this guise of being the regular working man and all that bullshit. That's essentially what it is.
Down to us.
Exactly.
Sal,
We never
Like we're some kind of idiot.
We never talk down to anyone.
Why can't I hear what Gary said?
Because nobody cares.
Sal, shut up.
And I'll tell you why.
Sal thinks he's Trump now.
No, it has nothing to do with his politics. And I said to Ronnie, this is not about politics. I just don't want you to sound foolish on the air.
Whatever, Gary. It doesn't matter.
Ronnie got on the air and he said that Obama caused the whole financial crisis. And I said, that's not right. It was before Obama was even president. You sound silly when you say
he didn't
that.
fucking help it either, okay?
Gary.
That wasn't the point. You said Obama caused it, and he didn't.
Yeah, all right, Gary. So I made a little fucking mistake, so don't talk down to me like I'm some kind of fucking idiot, okay?
Right.
Gary, you're the
reason
reason.
fucking talk down to me.
Gary, you're the idiot. You're the reason why
bullshit.
Trump won. Because you voted for Obama. The Democrats put this country into a
But you voted
shithole.
for Obama.
Guy, it's always been Republican run. Sal's such a fucking you wonder why he has a job, because Howard fucking allows that to fucking happen. He's one of the most useless fucking people on the fucking. I don't care how good his fucking crank calls were. He's a piece of shit.
Nice.
Yeah, that's different. But I'm saying,
Sal, give people a chance to talk.
I'm sorry.
Easy, buddy. Take it easy.
Take it
But
easy.
let me tell you one thing, Howard.
Sal, give people a chance to talk, but don't really do that, because I told you beforehand not to fucking do that. I told you to fucking come in and fucking act fucking completely loud and obnoxious about fucking this whole thing about Trump fucking winning, because I'm fucking in Trump's pocket, so you better fucking act accordingly. You too, Ronnie. That's essentially what I was told.
What would you like to see happen first? Which ethnic group should get the fuck out of here? Seriously.
The ethnic group that doesn't care about our country, even if it's white or Italian, if you don't stand...
Italians? You want Italians?
Let me tell you something. No,
Get on the boat.
I'm saying...
I knew he was an Arab.
I don't understand, because he's going to be one of the first guys lined up, because he looks like he's an Arab.
Right. Did you say you want Italians out
No,
of the country?
I'm saying
even Trump hasn't said
No,
that.
listen, this is my point.
Right.
When Trump... You know why
Watch
the
Sal get deported.
You know why the Mexicans voted for Trump? Because they agreed. It had nothing to do with Mexicans. It had to do with the classification of certain people. He talked about rapists. He talked about drug addicts. If I was a Mexican living in America, I would say, get those cock-sucking cockroaches out here, too. Because they're making me, an American Mexican, look bad. So if there was a...
All right, he's on a mad tip.
No, he's right. That's why the Mexicans voted. The Mexicans love Trump. Open your eyes.
Sal's a fucking idiot.
I'm going to talk politics only with you.
I want to know what happened in the bedroom last night after he found out he won.
Nothing. Because he's banged Melania a million times. He's exhausted.
Nah, but man, he had his
morning.
dick had to be standing through the fucking roof last night.
You think?
God.
Oh yeah.
No Viagra, huh?
Oh my God.
You think he fucked Melania silly? I say he was exhausted. It was
Nah, man. He was probably on such a high.
Right. Go
He
ahead.
was so pumped up that he had to release. He had to.
He had to come.
He had no
And you don't think he
choice.
jerked off? You just
No jerking off last night,
You
man.
think he ate her out?
No jerking off last night.
You think he performed cunnilingus or he won?
What?
He's like,
He
"You
went
blow
to
me."
town, man.
Yeah.
He stuck his
Good for
ball in
him.
her ass.
Good for
And
him.
meanwhile, who did Bill Clinton fuck?
Himself.
He did fuck Hillary.
He was a sad participant last night.
But what did you guys think of the fact
The hell, man?
How do you know if the pillow you're sleeping on is garbage?
Warning. What's your...
that Hillary didn't even make a concession speech?
I thought
She's
that.
making it later today.
I thought that was being a bit of a poor sport.
Yeah.
I think that you have to get up there for the good of the country.
Go ahead.
And give a concession speech and congratulate the other side. Look,
I agree.
Look, whether you win or lose, you got it. Trump.
Exactly what Donald said. Whenever there's work to be done, Hillary's napping.
Right. Maybe she was tired.
Well, I think it showed her true colors, Howard. As soon as America didn't vote for her, she turned her back on the country that she was supposed to take care of.
All right.
She's
Well,
showing
there
her true
you go.
colors. Where is she? Nowhere.
Well, we do know that Brent has to...
Sal's, oh my god, Sal's such a fucking little bitch. Sal's such a fucking little subservient little fucking cockroach. This is Sal serves Howard so well because he fucking has to do homoerotic fucking stunts for this fucking guy constantly and shit. Of course you do that. Dude, your kids are gonna fucking grow up and fucking really hate your fucking guts. Just of how much of a fucking weasel you are. Or they're gonna grow up being as much of a racist prick as you fucking are. You fucking raccoon-eyed motherfucker.
wax his pubes.
A strip has been pulled off. His balls will look just like his. Pretend his face.
Yeah.
Ronnie's already
It's a
laying out
license.
the holes. It's a license to grab pussy.
Let's see if people are reacting online. If not, it doesn't matter. I want to see how much it gets. So I'm just I'm replying to something. By the way, keep it 5-star. Being a good, keep it 5-star. Kyle Lewis made a good point. I don't. I also kind of have a little. Again, I'm not trying to censor before like all the wrestling fans start getting fucking. Everything has to be politically correct. Everyone's politically correct pushes. I don't like Matt Hardy using because he's not broken Matt Hardy, so he has to be woken Matt Hardy, which is fucking stupid. And so now Matt Hardy's using phrases like "get woke" and "stay woke." It's like, motherfucker, like, dude, like that's been going on for fucking race. Unless you're gonna fucking do something with your character, fucking opening up to the fucking masses and all that, and to represent fucking good at least. Like, why are you using that fucking? It's associated with fucking. It's associated with fucking people fighting injustices in this world, and you're gonna use it for your fucking character that WWE's gonna fucking ruin anyways. Let's be real about it. It's not. It'll probably be good for a little bit, but it's gonna end up being shitty. Okay, and it was funny for a bit. You guys got over with it or already. Fine, do the broken thing, but seriously, woken. Okay, whatever. Again, you can keep using it. I'm not fucking trying to censor you. It's already bad enough that your delete thing looks like a fucking Nazi thing, and don't tell me that isn't the. I'm not saying Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy or anyone like that are fucking Nazis, but when you're in the entertainment industries, at a certain point you gotta fucking do certain fucking things. At least now you can disguise it. Like, for example, when Finn Balor has to do the demon thing, right? That's him really doing blackface. Even though Finn Balor himself probably isn't a racist dude, he got, okay, if I'm required to do blackface in some regard, I have to fucking, I'm gonna make it a demon. I'm gonna make it a demon so it doesn't get seen, so people don't interpret it that way, and hopefully the right-minded people will just see that I'm doing a demon thing, even though I'm supposed to be doing blackface in some capacity. Matt Hardy, the same thing. It's kind of like a Nazi salute, in a way. But but I'm not saying. And before people think I'm saying Matt Hardy is a fucking Nazi or something like that, I'm just saying Matt Hardy found a gimmick, a way to fucking just go delete. But you see, these things are and I'm blaming the system more than anything. But it's more requirement. That's why people have to wear dresses. That's why people have to fucking do blackface still. They have to do the homoerotic and the ritualistic shit in some fucking capacity. That's why I was kind of fucking not sure about the whole Velveteen Dream shit too, because of course they gotta make the fucking black dude be like the homoerotic fucking type of dude, and it doesn't seem like it's going in that direction where it's like based on like sexuality, or he's not being a fucking he's not, they aren't booking him bisexuality being some type of predator or something like that. But I do find it like kind of odd that the one of the newer black dudes who, by the way, when he was in Tough Enough, the way he was sucking up to WWE, I kind of go, oh, this guy's kind of, he's like this new age of fucking coonery. I said that in 2015. I regretted fucking saying it, but some of these guys come off like that sometimes. It's like this new age this new age version of it, where maybe they can talk about. This guy also wanted to do a make America great gimmick or whatever, right? And I'm not saying you can't do these gimmicks, but it's just funny that this guy who constantly defends WWE system and he wanted to do a Make America Great, now he's doing a homoerotic fucking thing, which I'm not fucking down on, because right now it's not playing out that way. It's playing out in more of a, like, he's more flamboyant and all that, and it just, I have a problem with how they book. If they're gonna do a fucking character who you're supposed to think is fucking, like Dalton Castle, you're supposed, I know he comes across like he's supposed to obviously be homosexual. I don't know if he is in real life or that's the character's more, but obviously him coming down with a bunch of dudes dressed like that, obviously you're supposed to think that, but his character isn't motivated, like his character isn't solely going, oh, I'm a sexual dude and I'm gonna act like a fucking predator in the fucking ring and all that. His character is that he's a funny motherfucker, and he he's a good fucking wrestler. Like, you know what I mean? He's not defined by that. So I hope fucking Velveteen Dream isn't defined by his fucking entire gimmick. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I've been nervous about it. Even though the gimmick right now so far has been dope. It's just more flamboyant. I can understand that. But when it gets to the main roster, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that with fucking they make it more Predator like, or they fucking generalize being gay or something like that. You know what I mean? They're gonna just fuck it up and do something ignorant with it, in my opinion. That's why I'm still kind of nervous about the whole Velveteen Dream gimmick. But right now it's been kind of kick ass, and he's exceeded my expectations on that. Anyways, let's get back to that Stern shit.
Well, Ronnie, do you want to help rip out Brent's pubes, or you don't even want any part of it?
It's up to Mehmet. It's his deal.
Right.
If he wants me to help him, I'll be there.
All right.
So, wait a minute. Mehmet's
not
doing
getting to do
the
it.
waxing?
No, we're having a woman.
It's an esthetician.
Yes.
Yeah, but Mehmet should at least be able to rip something off. It was his fucking deal.
Well, but that wasn't the best. Let somebody.
Why can't Mehmet rip the fucking tape
I'll
off?
tell you why. Someone has to know how to do.
Don't make the big
That's
off.
a different bet. He didn't agree. You say how you hate Brent, but Evan.
Fucking cocksucker for me to hate you.
Who do you
He's
hate?
not that.
All right.
You really got to fuck me over.
Antonio Sabato Jr., Baldwin, Stephen Baldwin,
Yes.
Lou Ferrigno was a Trump supporter.
Congrats, Lou.
What? Lou's going to be in charge of the Secret Service.
Well, let's see. Go ahead.
Ted Nugent.
Yes, of course.
You know what must be the greatest feeling? Like, as soon as it turns out that you won the election, like when they start to realize it, and they haven't actually even declared a winner, when all, like, the power starts to shift, the Secret Service starts to surround you even
Well, that
more.
happened last night. As soon as they declared Trump the winner, they surrounded him. They surrounded his entire family.
Wow.
That whole transition happened at that moment.
That's got to be, like, the fucking freakiest feeling. Like, all of a sudden. And, you know, Trump's got to feel great because, you know, I think from the day he declared, and I am included in this, I was on the phone to him. And I said to him, why the fuck do you want this? I mean...
No, in other words, you say, yo, you better fucking run, and you better fucking have me as your fucking advisor secretly, but we can't tell it. So I'm gonna pretend, I'm gonna make it leak out that I was supporting Hillary, so I can get my Hollywood liberal fucking acceptance. But even though a lot of people in Hollywood are not really, I mean, the people themselves might be liberal themselves in that sense. But, you know, people who are running it are not fucking liberal. That's why, you know, that's why all of a sudden now you have a lot of people who may have done some fucked up things because they're trying to make it seem like, oh, this is a liberal fucking behavior. When these fucked up things that were done because a lot of people were forced to do it. And the CIA, in my opinion, has all these institutions in at their disposal so they can fucking control it, see? And then when they escaped it, now they're all being thrown under the bus, essentially.
I know Donald pretty well. He's got the greatest life you could not even imagine. I've been in his bedroom. I've walked through Mar-a-Lago. He's taken me on a personal tour of it. He's got helicopters, planes that are nicer than Air Force One. Like, he's got full-on... I don't mean like some, like, even like a Gulfstream. He's got, like, the big-ass fucking...
A jet.
Yeah, he's got 727s.
Yeah, and fully tricked out. He's got food, pussy, everything a guy could want.
Yes, they'll have that.
No, yeah, but who would want the aggravation?
Exactly. Plus, then he's got all these people around him constantly, too.
I don't think for a minute... I said to him, I said this in private. Do you really fucking want this? And, I remember thinking to myself, I don't want him running for fucking president. We have all these tapes. And I said, this is going to destroy...
See, this is the genius of those tapes. See, everyone thought that Howard was throwing those tapes out to fucking help Hillary out. Which he threw those tapes out on purpose. So it could make Trump look like he's being victimized. Because, see, they know how the reverse thing works, how the reverse psychology works now. They know that people are hip to how fucking they're hip to fucking how people are anti-government, and people are sick of it, right? And even though there's some representation of good in the system to some extent, they want to fucking undo any of that. That's why they always kind of point out the fucking most corporatist fucking type of people as like the liberals, and say that, oh look, this is what liberalism is and all that type of shit. Mix it in with fucking the social issues, which are valid obviously, and then you can fucking and then you can fucking make it seem like they just want to fucking oppress everything, and they want to fucking kill free speech, when the Republicans are the ones who want to fucking kill free speech. And they've been doing it. And a lot of these corporatist fucking neoliberals are fucking actual Republicans. They're not actual fucking liberals, by the way. They lean more to the right than they do the left. See, that's the biggest trick they played on you, making you think that there's actual left in the fucking in America. The layers that they...
The friendship, because they're going to use this shit against you. They're going to fucking drag you through. I said, why do you want this? And I truly think the biggest shock in all this is to Donald Trump, because I think it was more of a publicity kind of thing. I'll get my name out there. I'll see what happens. We'll have some fun. I think that this shock is the biggest thing to him. I don't even know that he could have imagined that this would be the outcome. Because one time he said to me on the phone, and he called me, I remember he was on the phone to me, I was making my dinner, and my phone rang, and he was about to have Sarah Palin endorse him. And I go, what are you doing? I said, shouldn't you be with Sarah Palin? He goes, nah, I'm calling you. I said to him again, why do you want this? Right. You've got it all.
You know what the theory was that we were talking about this morning?
I don't know. I still don't know why he wants it. I mean, first of all,
a little bit.
You polarize. Listen. When you've got that great a life and you're 70 years old, what do you think you got left? If you're lucky and the actuarial tables are wrong, you got 10 good years left before you fucking start to drool on yourself. You don't even want pussy. It's
come on, man. What do you have to bring that up for now?
Dude. He's right, dude. He's
You're
got
the
10
exception
years.
to the rule, buddy.
Understand? This is the way you think. You go, and Billy Joel said this. How many summers do I have left? How many good summers? So now, for the next 4 years of his life, which he doesn't know, you don't know how long you're going to live. He's got to sit there and deal with people's fucking anger. Can he give the people what he promised them? Can he really change the economy? Can he really change America? This is like a barge. And if things go wrong, not even because of his own fault, and the economy starts to falter, then you're everybody's fucking scumbag. Everyone's like, fuck him. Why would you want that for the last 10 good summers of your life? I don't get it. And I said it to him. I said, don't do this to yourself. Don't do it.
Well, it's too late now.
I saw him. We both had dinner at the same restaurant one night. This was already, he had won the Republican nomination. We just happened by chance to be at the same restaurant. Yeah, it was Melania's birthday.
No, I didn't.
And I saw him again. He sat down at my table and we're talking. I said to him, you want this?
this aggravation. I said to him,
See, this could have actually been a real conversation, but since everything that Howard is supposed to be saying is going to end up being a lie, it's going to end up with, like, it being proven that Stern was one of the people encouraging him to fucking do it, and then he'll fucking, they'll find a way to fucking actually help out, help fucking, make it seem like he's kind of against it, even though he's not really against it. See, and he has his legion of followers who are actual Trump supporters, who are being really, really anti-Howard to make it seem like the reason why they're anti-Howard is because he doesn't say Wendy the retard anymore. He says Wendy the slow adult. That's the hill that these motherfuckers want to die on. Some people have legit criticisms of how he acts and how he fucking goes about his fucking business. Those people are actually, like, legit fucking criticizing him. Not some of these fucking Stern fans who are making it seem because he's liberal, that's why they're against him. You see what I mean? So now it makes it seem like anyone who's against him is because he's PC or something like that. And he's doing a horrible job at it. That's why he's dumbed down his whole entire shtick on purpose, to make it seem like the liberals are the ones who are making his show fucking bad. Because, see, they need to make it look like anything close to resembling something that's liberal is supposed to be fucking horrible. And that's why I detest how the fucking system fucking represents what liberalism is, because it isn't what fucking liberalism is, the way that they represent it. And that's why they hate real leftists for fucking pointing that out. Because they don't want fucking corporatists like fucking Hillary Clinton. And by the way, Hillary Clinton on the beneath the fucking surface, she could also be on the fucking good side, but she knows that her history of answering to fucking corrupt bullshit, where she probably had to fucking do that shit, it was good to discredit her. So even though there's probably a genuine thing that she might be on the fucking good side or whatnot, but people are not gonna fucking forget it. So I don't know if that's a ploy to get the corporate Democrats that exist right now out of fucking the power structure. See, I'm analyzing it completely different than how the rules are, because see, there's more rules beneath the fucking surface to how this all plays out, and then they advertise these new rules. So if you want to listen to someone who knows the official rules and what was done under each person's fucking presidency or each person's term in fucking some kind of fucking office, then you can, go to better people like Abby Martin and fucking Jimmy Dore, and, go to Young Turks or some shit like that, or go to fucking, any other fucking Glenn Greenwald and all that. I'm a theorist, and that's probably why I'm in my mom's basement, because I don't make much sense. So it's fine. You don't believe what I fucking say. And I don't know if Stern is actually a Trump supporter, but see, I'm listening to this back again, and it seems like because the way things are playing out, everything that Stern is saying is turning out to be a lie. So now I'm listening to this real carefully, and I'm wondering if this is all supposed to fucking be a lie as well. For all you know, Howard could have gone to Trump and said, why are you doing this? But in this reality of what's going on, Howard's probably a fucking a Trump supporter.
I've been to Mar-a-Lago. Just keep that place going. That's it. It's like heaven on earth. There's nothing better. You go there, you have a beautiful meal, you're staring out at this golf course. It's a prime piece of real estate. You get on your jet, you go off to here and there. People love you. They leave you the fuck alone. They know you from a television. What the fuck are you doing in your life? He should resign. Let Pence do it. What does he need? The aggravation. They're talking me.
See, he's making it seem like he wants Trump to resign because he's mad that Hillary didn't fucking win. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it seem subtle in that way, so fans will go, "Oh, he's only saying that because his candidate didn't win." You see, it's genius in that sense.
Maybe 10 good summers, and 4 of them now are going to be all fucked up.
Oh, probably 8 if he does a good job.
If he does a good job. And you hope he does.
Could it be he had 1,000 great summers and now he's willing to put that aside and spend the rest of his life?
Are you willing to do that?
Not at this point in my life because I've never had.
He hasn't had a great summer.
You haven't had a great summer, granted. Right, yeah. But I'm talking about his life.
I don't get it either, but I commend him.
And
for
even
it.
if, let's say he's getting some pussy on the side. I don't know his deal.
Right.
Now you can't even get pussy on the side. Then it becomes a whole scandal. So now he's got to definitely fucking play it straight.
Oh, he can get pussy on the side.
You know what I mean?
It only becomes a scandal when they want it to become a scandal.
You can't even grab him by the pussy now.
At some point, he decided he wanted this.
And everybody thinks...
I don't feel he does. I said it to him on the phone. I said, I don't think you want this.
But you don't fight as hard as he did.
Right.
To not get it.
I say
he even said this would have been the most incredible waste.
Anyways, I'm gonna jet. I'm getting sick and tired of analyzing this shit. It doesn't even make it. I can't wait for how they spin it, because the more I'm talking about this, the more they've come out and the more they fucking harassed me about this. The more they fucking harass me about the more that they make it seem like they're not harassing me about this, but the more they fucked with my technology and they're invading my privacy, my personal journal, and then they're putting more posts up about fucking the Hanzi camera to make me go insane. So it just shows you how fucked up these fucking guys are for real. But no one's ever gonna fucking believe what I say, so it doesn't really matter. Peace out.